I will try this again. Last one didn't work very well. Watching Vancouver, Vegas after getting pissed off at watching my Flyers lose to the Islanders. Played horrible. Did not see that coming. I bet Flyers ML. I thought after last game they'd be in good shape this game. They were not in good shape. They were terrible. So now we got Vegas ML here to make at least one Pearl today. While I'm talking to you, I'm going to try to share this live around the land. Between these two Pacific Division rivals, Ryan Reeves along the boards, then up there by Alex Hitler. People will get it just inside the line. Once again, offside. Tana just inside the blue line. Ahead of the puck. Yeah, so here we go. I'm sharing it with my Patreon members, and if you don't know what they are, they're people we have fun gambling together. They you can pay. It's you can download the Patreon app. You can pick a tier. You usually make really good money. These playoffs have been just okay, not like as good as the regular season where we make huge scratch. Got a new baseball guy, Boric, and he's also just part of the team. And he's been pretty darn good. We've been 6. He was 2 for 3 today, 2 for 3 yesterday. He's rolling pretty good. He's usually running. Looks like he's running about 70%, but. Yeah, we'll see if it keeps up like that. Now, can Patreon work? Just to the Vancouver line. Now Quinn Hughes is on it. Here's Hughes on the line. Lead feed just under the reach of Elias Pettersson. And Tyler Toffoli on the ice. I think he's been under 9 seconds, so he's a little bit slower at getting the first goal of this game. How about that start for Toffoli? Back on Tuesday in the first penalty of the game is a terrific call. And it's going against Jonathan Marchessault. It was a tremendous start for Tyler Toffoli. 9 seconds into his first shift in game number 2 after missing 10 games. Scored the goal to go ahead 1-0. And there's the penalty. You can see Pettersson dodges the hit of Marchessault. That as he's coming around, Marchessault takes him down with the stick. So an early power play that's been very good in these playoffs for Vancouver. So this power play is brought to you by KitKat Chutney, now 20%. Chuck here. Will Horvat scored a power play goal in game 2, 7 seconds into a power play. Here's Pettersson going to the net. And now swinging wide, feeding back to Hughes, gets a return pass. Horvat's in the slot. Miller takes it back up top to Hughes. Quick puck movement to start this initial power play. And it's Pettersson, great pass to Miller. He'll dump it off, and the shot right off, rebound, back in front, flat by Toffoli. JT Miller back upstairs to Hughes, returns it, Horvat right on, rebound, jump net, and set away. Jeez, I didn't realize Vancouver already had a power play. He stands his ground in tight on not 1 but 2 really good quality chances early. Miller back in. Horvat looks for the pass behind the net. Anchors Alec Martinez. Clear. Kept alive by Pettersson. Here's Miller back to Pettersson. And Hughes up top. Miller closing in. Horvat shot. Disrupted and it went wide. Got that now on the ice, but back the other way. It's Chandler Stevenson with Nick Watt driving the lane. Knocked it down. Markstrom has to make his first stop on a close-in chance. Here's Goddett back the other way. Jake Vertanen off his skate. He'll send it around to the far side, and Besser's got it. Plays to the point, and returns it into the slot for Goddett. What's going on? How come this won't go? see if they can continue that. And Shane Theodore back in for Marchessault, but Vegas is offside.
You asked about focus, and certainly the power play for the Vancouver Canucks went to work. They were snapping that puck around excellent. A couple great saves by Leonard, finding those seams, a little quick drop past that blast there, then a second one in tight.
Okay, let's see if we can get some people coming into this live, man. What's going on, everybody? Nobody out there. Nobody out there. What's going on?
Takes it in. Martinez up on the table. And his strong tuck. Alex Tuck scores. He's got another. And he has been a forward to the Canucks side. This series already. You've called me X Factor before. Wow, is he in all alone once again? The speed he possesses through the neutral zone, but he gets that puck at top speed. Does a great job of knocking down the puck in the air.
Well, I don't know. Am I just going to stop doing the live? Nothing coming here. Nothing.
He has scored in 4 consecutive games now, 7 in the Stanley Cup playoffs for Alex Tuck. And in the usually like regular season, he had only 8 goals, so it's almost matched his regular season total already. So the Canucks don't get the icebreaker tonight as they did in game number 2. See how they respond as Roussel comes up. Bumping there with McNabb is picked off by Bertino. Edwards trying to get it to the net, but it'll quickly retreat here. We're trying to get loose.
Can't believe this. All this time and not one person comes into the live yet. 7 minutes in, not one person. Oh, here we go. So anyways, share the live around. Vancouver, Golden Knights. Yeah, it's looking like, well, I mean, Golden Knights get one early. I got Golden Knights ML here, but my heart wants Vancouver to win. My pocketbook wants the Golden Knights to win. I hate doing that to myself, but I have to. I got to go with the team that I do believe is going to win. Philadelphia certainly didn't do something like that to me. I thought Philadelphia was going to play way better than that, to say the least. Golden Knights are up 2-0 already. Wow, that helps my ML out big time. Looks like I might be okay there. But this playoff, so you never know. It's been crazy. And they leave. Hey, so it's been crazy. But it just looks like Vegas is going to tear this series up now, honestly. Vancouver's defense, just without Myers in there, they're young. They're not used to playing this many games. They just don't look like they're. If Tanev is a good player, but if you're playing him in your top 2, you're probably in trouble in the playoffs. White Cloud too. Is that White Cloud? Nice. Good to see him get a goal for. He's played his ass off to get into the NHL. He deserves it.
Once again, their first and puck again, and it's in the back of the net.
2 goals on 3 shots for Vegas to start. Henderson has his stick broken, but a quick handoff, and he's right back into the fray. Hughes will send it around the near side. Chip pass. Nate Schmidt did up to center with Paul Stastny back to recover it. Lead pass over Marchessault, stickness. Placing against the Golden Knights.
Just talking to myself. I might as well talk about other things just in case people actually watch this thing. Doubt it after 10 minutes of not saying anything at all. But Vancouver, after this series is probably done. I mean, this playoffs have been so crazy that you just never know if Vancouver can come back in this game and this series. But Vegas is looking incredibly strong. It looks right now that it's going to be Vegas, Tampa in the finals. But Vancouver looks so good for the future. It's insane. They just got to have to add some defense. And it's unfortunate that they have contracts like Erickson, and they're still paying Luongo $3 million. That's like $9 million of wasted cap space for this team. Pretty sad. If they had that $9 million, this would be a cup contender right now. But they just don't have money to fill out their defense. They have no money to fill out their defense. I don't know what they're going to do in the offseason. There's been talk of them trading Besser, which, I mean, that would be pretty sick. I don't know. If I'm Erickson and you got to trade Besser because you're in the lineup, like, wake up, dude. Wake up. Like, I don't know. I guess you can't retire either. He's making $6 million a year. He's going to throw 12 or $18 million away. He says he still has a lot more to give. Well, he hasn't been given anything for I don't know how long now. So I don't know where he's been holding out. Apparently, he's been keeping his give underneath the mattress somewhere, and he's going to pull it out next year. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. I imagine. I don't know what they're going to do. I seriously don't know what Vancouver can do now until they get those off the books. There's been talk of them not signing Markstrom and getting a cheaper goaltender. I don't like that idea. I mean, Markstrom has been fantastic. You just got to ride it out with a poor defense for a year or two. Hey, Kevin. You know how I'm feeling. Philly played exact opposite of what I thought they were going to play. Horrible. Lost our parlay. Good thing I put Vegas on the. I put Vegas up just before about 20 minutes before game time as a ML to make some money back. Not make to make it a winning day. And they're up 2-0 right now, so that's good. But you're not making much back. Half a unit, maybe, not even. Wasn't much juice on Vegas ML. So up a little bit. Our ball picks were 2 for 1, so that was all right. But man, Philadelphia looked absolutely horrible. Right back to the same shit all over again. I don't know. I might not bet that series anymore. Yeah, but again, they were playing like, I don't know. You got to skate the puck out of your zone against the Islanders. If you sit there in the back and at the goal line, keep on trying to pass up the same boards with the same play over and over and over again, the Islanders are going to kill you. And you have to skate the puck through the zone, which means your defensemen have to carry the puck up through the zone. That's how you can beat the Islanders. Tyler Mott just about potted one to make it close. But Lehner's looking really good. Anyways, yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, I mean, every way you cannot play the Islanders, they played today. Hey, Lauren, how you doing, buddy? Every way that you can't play the Islanders, they played tonight in Philadelphia. It was crazy. I was just talking before Kevin got on about Vancouver and what they're going to do in the off season, and it's going to be difficult for them. They can't let Tanev go, and they have to let Tanev go. Oh yeah, Stone is a beast. I love Stone. How can you not love Stone? Top 5 favorite player in the league, probably. Like, does anybody play the game of hockey the way you should, the way you're supposed to, more than Stone? Like, that's hockey. Stone is hockey. That's what hockey is. He's a freaking warrior out there. Oh, I mean, yeah, but I mean, Barkov's not the warrior that Stone is. Stone will freaking looks like he's going to kill people when he plays on top of it. Like, his intensity is insane. Barkov is a great two-way forward. Probably should get Selke consideration if they ever get a good team in Florida. I'm sure he will. Maybe he'll get one down the road here, but Stone is just all around in every way. Leadership, intensity. He's hockey. He is hockey. He's what hockey is. I love Stone. There's a lot of players on Vegas that I love Marc-Andre Fleury, so that's one thing. But it's sad to watch him sit, but I understand. Lehner's younger. They're going to pay him. He's going to stay there, and Fleury's going to be traded, and it's kind of sad. But, yeah, I just read something that said that Brind'Amour was overrated. Stone is a better offensive player than Brind'Amour was. But, yeah, same sort of warrior-type player. Sorry, I got Vegas ML. I just posted it on the Patreon. Yeah, it'll put us up half a unit for the day. We're 2 for 1 on ball. Actually, it depends. We really got to start posting units. Yeah, 2 for 1 on ball. 1 for 2 in hockey if you include the parlay, because Philadelphia couldn't even score 2 goals. Played absolutely pathetic. Yeah, I know, right? The reason why they don't say he's not a bad player, but they say he's overrated because he got 1,000 points, but it took him 1,500 games to get there. And, he's not a superstar, blah, 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 blah. But the guy was a warrior captain, great 70-point player that was able to play for a lot of years, was one of the most fit players, especially of his generation. He might have been the most well-conditioned athlete out there, or one of them for sure. He was incredible. And so you didn't bet on them at all this time? Yeah, they didn't bet they don't play they're not playing Fleury. They're riding Lehner all the way. Oh. Vancouver's getting a 2-man advantage now, Colby. Jeez. Might as well give Vancouver a goal on a 5-on-3. I mean, if there's one thing Vancouver can do is score on power play, certainly 5-on-3. You bet 5 on the comeback? Holy smokes, Colby. You're digging deep. Digging deep in the pockets there, big guy. You're usually a $1 guy. You're going 5. Yeah. He kind of reminds me of Brind'Amour. Horvat. He's a killer defensive center. Oh, my, two-way center. Unbelievable. Yeah. Who does he remind? Like, he's not quite Bergeron, but he's up there. He's that type of player. He's one of the best two-way centers in the league already. Awesome leadership. Yeah, he's a fantastic player. 2-man advantage. What? What a stop by Lehner there, buddy. Oh, man. That was crazy. Vancouver is just crazy on the power play. Like, I don't know. I don't know what their actual power play numbers are, but they look like they should be the best power play in the league. Like, their passing skills are just crazy. And they can shoot from everywhere. Especially on a Lehner. Lehner coming through again, buddy. I wonder what Vegas is going to give Lehner. I wonder what they're going to get for Fleury. I wonder where Fleury's going to go. I'll take him on the Oilers. I think Fleury's still got enough left to give him for his 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, they're like I'm very surprised they haven't scored on this 2-man. It's almost like giving them a 2-man advantage is pretty much like giving them a goal. Wow. Lehner is keeping them in right here, man. 41 seconds left on the power play. If Vegas gets through this one, Vancouver's in trouble for sure. But, yeah, their power play is sick. Sick power play. I think it's the best in the league. Even better than Vegas's. Washington at one time, I think they're the best in the league already, and they still got – these young guys are still growing. Like, if they could get just one more defenseman, if they could get a Peter Angelo or something like that, but they friggin' don't have the cap space with the Luongo and with friggin' Erickson. Yeah. Philadelphia was pathetic. Pathetic. Like, yeah, I got a little excited because they played 2 good periods. I was stupid. I should have been betting the Islanders all day. I thought at least they PL the game. At least we'd be looking at well, I had Vancouver PL anyways, so that might not work either. It may though. But Vegas is playing pretty solid in this penalty kill against their killer power play. Lehner looks sharp tonight, man. Lehner looks very sharp tonight. Oh, this has been the hardest capping I've ever done. For sure. I'm happy I'm up in the playoffs. Like, very much happy. I've been watching the other guys out there, and there's other hockey guys out there, and they're struggling just as much, if not more. Really having a tough time in the playoffs. Good thing I got Frolic there today. Went 2 for 1 on baseball, so not bad. That Yankees game was 2-1. Who saw that coming? The Mets don't have anybody to pitch. Like, all of their bullpen is like 5.5 ERA. Like, brutal. And they managed to it was only a 3. I wasn't sure, but Bork knows. But I mean, it wasn't a bad play at 10.5, over 10.5 for that game. It really looked like it could have went that. It should have went that on paper, but yeah, well, he's going to go on the IR and they'll try again. But I see why they tried to get Frolic, because they need that kind of a player. But really, they need defense more than anything. Stetcher should not be in your top 4. I mean, he's a gamer. He shouldn't be in your top 2 for sure. Maybe top 4. You might be able to get away with top 4 depending on the rest of your top 4. But with the top 4 they have, no. Yeah, we should have put Yanks ML on that. You're not getting any juice on it, but definitely should have put Yanks ML on that. I didn't get to talk to him this morning though. When it's like when being up Brian and I were doing it, when Joe and I can talk it over, it usually is a better. We usually do a lot better. Well, we didn't do bad. I mean, 2-for-1's good. Take 2-for-1. It's up. We were up. That's the main thing. And I think we said light pearls on the Yankees and then medium for the other two games. So should have been up a little bit, up quite a bit actually. Penalty coming up against Vancouver now. That's the last thing they want. Vegas has got a strong power play too. I would say that I'd say if Myers was in the Vancouver's lineup, they'd have be a little better. I'm not a huge Myers fan, but I mean he is a top 4 defenseman. I just think he's a little overrated in the sense that people think he's a 1-2, and I don't see that. But he is a top 4. I would probably rather have him there than Stetcher and Ben, and it would be more. They'd have a more of a fighting chance against Vegas. But when these kids get a little older, like it's a young team, and they're doing really well for a young team. Vancouver is out shooting them 14-5, but that's because they had a 2-man advantage and a man advantage back to back. So you never know with this Vancouver team. Their pushback is pretty fantastic, but their defense is looking really tired. It's going to be interesting to see what they do next year. Because I don't think they have too much coming up like you, Levy. That's about it. They may be able to play on their D next year. And I think they need more than that. I think they got to add somebody. I don't know who that somebody is, but somebody that can play top 4. I'd like to see like even a Brody or something like that. No, that's for sure. It's always good to have those high percentage shooters like Peterson but Besser, where's Besser been? Like Besser, they're talking about trading Besser. I wonder what's going on with him because he hasn't been playing great this series, and I mean he looked like he was going to be a beast. Do you know anything about that, Colby? Anything on Besser? Any like dirt? Something that can let you know, like is he slipping away and being a little too social or something like that? What's going on with the kid? I mean, he looked like he was going to be a consistent 40-goal scorer, and now there's lots of games where you don't even hear his name. That's what they've been talking about, keeping Toffoli and trading Besser. There's something wrong there, if that's the case. Attitude or something going on there. Immaturity. Confidence, just confidence. Who's he trying to make a pass rather than shoot? Either that or he's injured. Maybe he's just injured. He's got a hand injury and can't talk about it. So if you take Besser's shot away from him, he's not a bad passer, but I mean, his bread and butter is a shot. So if he's got an injury to his hand or something, we'll probably find out afterwards. That would explain a lot for sure. Who else is here, buddy? March. Oh, where is the flower? How are you doing, my friend? Speak. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of Lauren and Doug and Colby. They just look intimidating, but they're not going to hurt you at all. Not even a little bit. Won't touch you. I promise. Yeah, now he's got that horrible leg injury that happened. My gosh. And he's still struggling with it now. Like that was a horrible injury. Like I remember. Might be that for Brock. Oh yeah, Brock. Yeah. But the thing is weird is that he was rumored. There was pretty strong Besser trade rumors before the playoffs. And I don't know why. Yeah, hand injury. I gotcha. I mean, that's weird. And really, if that does happen, like people just absolutely would have a hard time looking at Erickson every time he walks in the room after that. Yeah, he's probably injured then. Without Besser being able to shoot, you're looking at a very difficult time winning against the Vegas Knights for sure. They don't look injured at all. Like they look strong. It looks like Vegas, Tampa for the finals. Although I still think Colorado is going to come back against Dallas and win that series. I still think so. But Vegas, Colorado, with what I'm seeing with both of those teams, I think I got to lean Vegas. And then Tampa, New York Islanders, that's as far as the Islanders go there. Tampa should be able to, if it's the Islanders who win, or Philly, either one. I love Philly, but I don't see either one of those teams beating Tampa Bay. And I think Tampa Bay, once it's Vegas, Tampa Bay, I don't know. Serbia. Welcome, Slava from Serbia. Awesome, man. What time is it there in the Serbia? Do you get NHL hockey there? Are you checking in to try to listen to me do play-by-play? I still think I still think Francis will hold it together and be able to take that series. I think so. If Dallas wins, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. Dallas has been playing very, very good. But I know Colorado at its best can beat Dallas for sure. They looked last game, so I don't know. It's pretty back and forth. I think Francouz will settle down, and he's a damn good goaltender. The defense without Johnson is a little bit concerning, though. Well, yeah, who's your favorite team, Slava? Let me guess, Washington Capitals. Who's your favorite team? Say hi to Slava. Everybody say hi to Slava. From Serbia. What time is it in Serbia, too, while you're answering that question? Marc-Andre Fleury. Maybe Stone. So I like a lot of Vegas players. Marc-Andre Fleury is my favorite player in the league because he's just pure class. I loved him when he got drafted. I love his crazy legs. It's a freaking amazing goaltender. Yeah. Of all time, favorite of all time, not best. Stevie Y, probably Stevie Yzerman. It's my favorite of all time. Because I don't know, Stevie Y is just. It's not just that he's a player; he's just genius. Tampa Bay, Kucherov. Just Stamkos or everybody. What is it that you like about Tampa Bay? Oh, Vasilevsky too would be from that area. Yeah, I think Stevie Yzerman would be my favorite player of all time. Although, it's funny, I wore number 5 for Potvin. Dennis Potvin, I wore his number. I was a defenseman. So, who's your favorite of all time, Lauren? I don't know if you told me that yesterday. Why do you like Tampa Bay, Slava? Why do you pick Tampa Bay? That's damn close too. Yeah, he'd be top 5. Theo Fleury, one of the smallest players in the league, consistent 90 to over 100-point player, and was an alcoholic. Like, what? Guy played hungover all the time. Jeez. Like, unbelievable. You like Biron? Really? As your favorite player of all time? As in the goaltender Biron? Marc-Andre Fleury was an incredible player. Yeah, the goalie, really. That was your favorite player. That's neat. You're not even a Buffalo fan. I like what he does. I like him as a commentator. He's really good. Yeah, I know, goalie, yeah. Well, he played for Buffalo. Biron. Most of his career, I believe. Who else did he play for? I know he went somewhere else, but I don't remember where it was. Kucherov, yeah. Hard not to love Kucherov, man. He's got hands like crazy. That's true. Yeah. Fleury is dead. A good choice, though. Jeez. I just love Stevie Yzerman because he was just, I don't know. He was underrated for his time. I just liked, he just happened to come up when Lemieux and Gretzky were playing. Otherwise, he would have been considered a lot greater than he was. Like, he freaking 150-point seasons, 160-point seasons. He played on a great team, but he's like one of the greatest leaders of all time, and he's a genius. Look what he's done as a general manager. I love those hockey geniuses, like just all around pure brilliant minds, and Stevie Yzerman was one of those. I'm trying to remember where Biron. Did Biron play in Philadelphia? Well, that's the thing is they asked, and the funny thing about that is he never really got mad. They said, what is it? Somebody asked him, what is it like, or how is it like getting to the NHL as a small player? And he said, I never thought of myself as a small player. I just thought of myself as a player. He's just a player. And that was his answer. Because other people talk about stuff like that doesn't have any meaning to me at all. There's a lot of great small players. What was that little guy from Montreal? His brother played too. Center, you know what you're talking about. They loved him in Montreal. How come I can't remember his name? You guys gonna look it up for me so I don't have to look it up? Captained the team for years. He's from. He wasn't from Sweden. Was he from Finland? He was Finnish. Finland. He was from Finland. What the hell is his name? Gerbe. Yeah. Gerbe was a great player. Like Mikko Koivu, right? Why couldn't I remember Mikko Koivu? I don't know. He was a friggin' awesome player to watch. Brendan Gallagher. Love Brendan Gallagher. Freaking love Brendan Gallagher. I love Konechny too, but something must be wrong with him because I love Brendan Gallagher and I love Konechny. I like those small players. Cliff Ronning. But Miku, no, not Miku Koivu, Saku Koivu. Mikko Koivu is his brother, I believe, and he's huge. They're like polar opposites of each other. Yeah, I don't know if Caulfield's going to play. I'm not as big on him as a lot of guys are. Saku Koivu. And his brother's huge. Mikko was a big boy, and he's like this little guy. But what I loved about Saku Koivu was the way he played leverage on players. Like he used his low center of gravity, and he got around like he wasn't a small player. And Fleury was like that too. He used to use his small center of gravity to lean on players actually and put them off their balance and go around them. It was amazing to watch. Yeah, Saku Koivu was freaking awesome. Denny Savard was like Johnny Gaudreau of his generation. Johnny Gaudreau, like not just small but slight, not heavy. Johnny Gaudreau, I guess, must have a tough time putting weight on because I don't think he doesn't try to bulk up, but he just can't seem to bulk up, and that's really been the problem. But Savard, like he was just so elusive. He had to be one of the most elusive, like Pavel Bure, that I ever saw. This Savardian spinorama. What other little players, smaller players? Cliff Ronning. Cliff Ronning was a little freaking jute bug, eh? Just here you went in. And Tyler Ennis, if he didn't get injured, which Burry was the fastest player I ever saw with the puck on the stick until McDavid came. Now McDavid's the fastest player I ever saw with the puck on the stick. That guy is crazy. It's like he gets faster when he has the puck on his stick, for Christ's sake. Burn off some more good small players. Marcel Dion was small. Yeah, some more small players from the past. There's less in the past because it was a bigger game back then. There wasn't many smaller players back in the day. In the 2000s, they started getting more. Trying to get them come up from the top of my head now is pretty tough. I love Rock. No,
We're having a little debate about the tough goal by Vegas and who's responsible defensively on it. And I'll explain why my 2008
yeah,
2007
he could go down as the greatest all time if they could get some players to play with him.
Alex Tuck's first goal.
Like,
That makes a big difference. So,
that's got to be like the number one thing to do this year. They got to make some cap space, get him a top-notch winger to play with him. Pronto, like top-notch. I don't care if you got to trade your first. I know Holland loathes doing that, but there's got to be something going on there to get a winger that can play with McDavid for sure. Essential. And they don't have much cap space, so getting a guy like Hoffman or Dadonov would be great. I don't know if he'd want to come to the tundra of. I think Dadonov's probably going to get $7-8 million a year, though, which is probably too high for him. But hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
I'm on live right now.
That game was a disgrace.
It was a disgrace. Say hi to Joe, everybody. Joe's here. Yeah.
I think Giroux's not interested. I agree with if you look at his morning, and he just seems like he doesn't want to be there, honestly.
Who?
I don't think he's interested in playing.
Jake?
No, not Jake. Jake is 100% interested in playing. Giroux.
Oh, really?
He's the one that's basically our captain right now. I don't think he's even our captain right now because he just seems disinterested.
Yeah, Teravainen would be great.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm talking to our guys while we're talking to him. Joe's coming on and going to talk about how much of a disgrace the Philly game was. Yeah, that would be fine. Just about anybody that can score 30 goals, put him on McDavid's wing. We're talking about like players that get for the Oilers to play with McDavid if they can somehow find the cap space. And
oh gosh, but I almost think if he's distracted, I understand he's our captain. But if the only reason you're staying there is because you're the captain, and I'm his number one fan, so me saying this means something. Leave. If the only reason you're staying there is because you're the captain and you're disinterested, I would rather have you pull a Tuukka Rich. Because we would have a better mindset if you're not there. If you're not interested in it, just leave. Just go home, go back home to Ryan, go back home to Calvin, go back home to everybody, and just get out of there. If you're not interested, leave.
You're hearing Philly fans what happens when Philadelphia loses. When Philadelphia loses, Philly fans lose their shit, dude. It's not like other places where like, oh, we'll get them next time. No, not in Philly, man.
But he just looked disinterested the whole playoffs. Like, I don't think he's in it. I think he's back at home in his head and there in spirit. Like, I don't think he's in it at all. I don't think most of our top six is in it because they have the only guy that seems like he's in it in our top six is somewhat Kevin Hayes, but mainly Voracek, because Voracek's actually been decent most of them. We're really good some of the games and decent. This game making a couple plays. But, I mean, my whole thing is if you're not interested in being there, sometimes you got to leave. And then another thing is AV has to stop. If you're struggling that bad, sometimes you got to get in the guy's face and say, yo, you mother effer. You need to listen to what the FI say, and you need to do what the FI say, or you're on the fourth line.
You don't need to say F on the Pearlo Wisdom Show. You can say fuck. It's perfectly fine.
but yeah, I think sometimes you have to get in the captain's face and say, yo, you're the captain of this team. We need you to lead us. If you're not going to lead us, then please leave. Like, if you're that distracted, Jake, we don't need you.
It'd be interesting to see what happened if he got sat.
That's the next thing I would do if he doesn't listen. I mean, I think you just got to send a message eventually to the team, and sitting G might be the way to do that because he doesn't seem like he's really in it. So, I mean, I think what I would do first is get in his face and really team he has to step up, otherwise he's going to be demoted to the fourth line. And then if he doesn't look good at all that game, then you demote him to the fourth line, and then you just bench him. So he's just looked abysmal. He's looked like he's not even the same player. He looks like he's a fourth line player this whole playoff. So, I mean, and Coots looks like he's a third liner most of this playoffs.
Hey, you just brought up something. Yeah, I mean, Coots. I don't know. You know what? I'm speechless from what I saw tonight. We have a guy here from his name is Slava, and he just said, "I envy you. You can watch live matches of the best league on the planet." He's from what did he say he was from? Serbia? No. He's from Siberia. Holy shit, yo. Siberia, man. That's way far away. That's killer. Yes, we can. We are fortunate to be able to watch the best teams in the league. Absolutely no doubt about it. We would just much prefer that our team played like they were anywhere near the best team in the league or one of the best teams in the league, and they certainly didn't tonight. It was pathetic. I didn't see it coming. I bet the Flyers, and I'm embarrassed by what I saw tonight. Absolutely unbelievable. I won't be betting Philadelphia next game. Probably. I just can't see it. Like this has been how many games in a row, and they played 2 good periods all playoffs. It's a testament to how good that Carter Hart is and how good of a team it actually is to play not their best and still be here right now. They shouldn't be here right now. Let's put it that way. Philadelphia should not be here right now. They played that bad. It's after this game that I saw tonight, whatever. Just whatever. Seriously pathetic. It was pathetic. Same shit. No speed in the neutral zone again. Trying to pass the puck from below the goal line against the New York Islanders up the boards like you're playing in novice league. You know, like you're just learning how to play the game again. Like you gotta have some creativity in the back end if you're going to beat the New York Islanders. You got to carry the puck out of the zone, and forwards got to get back and help their defense. And they almost got to rugby it out. And I didn't see anything like that, like nothing that they did the 2 periods that they played well. It's like they completely forgot how to play all over again. I don't understand it. I don't know. Maybe I gave AV more credit than he is. Maybe he's ruining the energy in the room or something. I don't know. But that team looked absolutely pathetic today. And what pissed me off most was in the third period. Like, I don't even care if you lose. Just turn it around for the third period. You know what I mean? Like, just turn it around and play a game that says that we have pride in the third period, and they didn't. And that really is sick. That's really sick.
Yeah.
That was really sick. Its team is as good as its weakest link. Yeah, that's what Lauren Darkin is on here all the time. He's friggin' one of the finest in the land, dude. We got to have him on the program sometime if he ever wants to. He's him and I go back and forth. This afternoon we were doing our mock draft. It was fun. Yeah, it was pretty cool. We were going over the mock draft, who would go where and stuff like that. But yeah, it was gross. It was gross. And now, good thing did you see that I put Vegas ML on our Patreon after the Flyers game? so we can.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see it.
So we were 2 for 1 on ball. The Flyers screwed up our.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, the Yankees screwed it up, but that's all right. That was not a bad bet. It's just weird. How does that Mets team hold the Yankees to 2 runs? I'll never know.
Well, it's also 2 pitchers that are not very good for pitching today, and then both of them pitch really well all of a sudden.
Yeah, but at least we should have been like 6-1 or something, not 2-1. Like that's really crazy.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's 2 guys that have not been pitching well. All of a sudden they pitch great today. That was really expected. But yeah, I mean, I think tomorrow when I get that,
Colby here says Colby says here in the playoffs you always want to finish a losing game strong and try to carry it into the next game. It's incredibly important in the playoffs. I couldn't said it better myself. Absolutely no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You have to establish your game, win or lose. So they know that when you come back, like, okay, we won the game, but the third period, it was tough. So this ain't over. Like the Islanders are going to be coming back into the next game, brimming with confidence that they can pummel this team. Like,
well, first of all, I was when they were having that 6-on-4, and I was on the phone with Jamie. I told him this. When they had that 6-on-4, the goalie, when they cleared the puck, we were playing catch in our own zone.
Yeah.
I was like, and I literally yelled at my TV, "Stupid fucking jackass, just move up the ice."
Yeah.
Like, I literally yelled that at my TV. Like, that was, like, you don't play catch on a 6-on-4. That's like the one thing you do. It's like, oh, we have a 6-on-4, move it up the ice. We wanted to freaking play catch with the 2 defensemen.
Look at Lauren. Lauren's saying, I believe that this is a Flyers year. So they had a bad game. They will bounce back.
That's what Scotty said.
That's what Lauren says. I don't know, dude. Like, I haven't seen the Flyers play.
That's what the Sportsnet person says.
No, that's what one of our people on my live is saying.
Okay.
Right now.
I thought you said
Lauren Darkin. No, Flyers got away from their game, but they've been away from their game all playoffs. They've been getting lucky. Like Montreal, they played one in Montreal. They played maybe one decent game out of all of them. They just happened to win. It was just because it was Montreal. And we were saying if they played that way against the Islanders were going to destroy them, and they're back to it again.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, if they do make it through the Islanders, Colby's saying Tampa Bay will, eat them it'll be like not even fun to watch. Like it won't even be an enjoyable thing to it'll be a painful experience even if you're not a Flyers fan. Like, it would almost be a painful experience even if you're a Tampa Bay fan. It's like, well, it's like
we'll have to see because I feel like against Tampa, if we do it next year, honestly, I would take out I would put in Frost. I would take out Grant and Thompson. Thompson's abysmally slow for this year.
Who did they replace Lawton with?
Raffle.
That's ridiculous. Why would you take Raffle out and put Lawton in?
My guess would have to be injury.
Oh, okay.
I would have to guess he's probably injured because I don't think they would have just subbed him out because he was their best player.
Yeah, if it was an injury, then I guess there's nothing you can do about it. But
yeah, like he was their best, like Swiss Army knife type forward, really, other than Tyler Midland the entire playoffs. So of course, I don't know why they would sub him out.
He must be injured, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
It better be that.
One, they did move to center, which did work. So they could keep that, but I mean, next game I would really go with Frost. I would also take out what's his face, Grant as well. So I would just put in Bunham in because Bunham has longer stride. He played pretty decent while he was in. Plus, he got nothing to lose, honestly.
You might as well put some youth. You might as well put some youth out there and tell them to speed through the neutral zone.
Yeah.
Like if I were
Well, Frost is also our quickest straight line skater, and we see with Vegas. Vegas started this game. down 6 or 7 to 1 in shots. And then they got one play that they were just able to chip it up the ice to Alex Tuck, and then he gets them the momentum. The
Yeah.
Flyers don't have a player that can do that right now. Maybe
No.
Fairby if you're able to chip it to him, but they don't get good chips. Frost is by far the quickest inline skater, just going straight. So if you can play some of those chip plays like you had the TK, you could probably beat the defender on some of them. Where that's why I feel like what I see Alex Tuck's doing, I could see more than Frost doing at times. If he can just chip it over the defense, he's going to catch the puck. So those are the plays you kind of need sometimes for momentum. Just one of those stupid, you chip it over the defense, the guy catches it, and then he burns his goals, and then it just buries the other team, and then you start getting the momentum because they came out strong and you ended up scoring. So that's what the Flyers need, but they don't get any of that. But anyway, I'll probably let you go for tonight, but I'll definitely talk to you tomorrow. If you want to do anything for tomorrow's game or whatever.
Yeah, we should maybe. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll do a video for our patrons tomorrow morning. Go over ball picks a little bit,
Well,
stuff like that.
we could do that if you want to do a video for our people. I'm just talking about if we want to do a pregame again later.
Yeah, we'll do that too. So, anyways, say bye to Joe. Bye, Joe.
All right, bye. Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone.
See you later. Bye. Joe with the call in. I should do that. Would you guys like to call in? I'm not afraid. Doesn't bother me a bit. There you go. One of the things that I see a lot of teams this year and last year doing, which I think is fucking stupid, is they will throw the puck to a defenseman on the power play to enter the zone and then dump it after they enter the zone. Yeah. Instead of holding on to it. And Philadelphia does that all the time. Like, Philadelphia could integrate the drop pass power play. Like, please. Come on. It's ridiculous. This is 2020. That's a great way to enter the zone. Drop pass power play. Maybe not every time, but for the love of God. Or how about even using it to get into the zone through the Islanders anyways? You know, like drop pass on 5-on-5. Oh, Leonard's just hot today, man. The other way, that's my number. If you guys ever want to do a call in. That would be fun as hell. I would love it. You call in and I'll talk to you. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe, please. That would be great. If you could just go ahead and do that, that would be great. So this game, now that I knew Bork was going to call in and bitch about I'm a Philadelphia Flyers fan for that kind of reason too. Like when Philadelphia loses, Philadelphia Flyers fans are just like freaking crazy. Like they're not like, oh, we'll get him next game. They're like, fucking AV, motherfucking fuck. She's freaking ridiculous. You gotta trade him. Already did what this afternoon? Yeah, Philadelphia Flyers fans are freaking amazing, man. They will lose their shit. Oh, sub, yeah. Okay. Yeah, call in if you want. I'm going to do that. This is going to be a call-in show from now on. I have my number there. My phone's right here. You can call in whatever you want, and we'll talk. You can be part of the show. It'll be good times. Just thought of that when Joe called. Vancouver's starting to steady out a little bit now. Burgess getting $5. What were you getting paid on that? What was the juice on that $5 bet for Vancouver to come back in this game, Burgess?
Controlled by Vegas to get it to center. Horvat will play it right back into the
Yeah, they're playing smart and patient hockey. Like you don't see Vegas doing what Philly's doing, where they're just freaking like they look like they're just they're not thinking, just waving their sticks all over the bloody place. It's crazy. 320, okay. Make 15 bone, just over 15 bone. Yeah, Vegas plays such a very patient. They've got a veteran team and they don't get rattled. Nice shot by Stastny. Stastny is a guy that was always fairly underrated. He's a good two-way guy. I know he's getting older. He doesn't put up the same points, but he's a pretty dependable guy. Look at that. Wow. Vancouver's leaving him wide open right now. If Vancouver might as well at this point just open her right up because they got the shooters, they could get the bounces and come back here and just hope that Markstrom holds them in. Like it's probably the best thing. It's plus 1,000 now. 10 times. Yeah, I would guess so. I don't even. Well, I don't know if they went full on. Maybe they did go. I don't know. What's Carlson's Stone is an analytics like beast. Absolutely no doubt about that. I don't think Pacioretty's analytics were all that great when they brought him in, but Martinez, yeah. So yeah, probably heavy analytics. I don't know what Carlson's was when he played in. Was it Columbus? Yeah, Columbus. If they get another power play, you're going to throw another fin on her. I'm going to keep on posting. Call-in show. If you guys want, it's call-in shows. There's my numbers down there in the messages. You can call me and we can talk some hockey if you ever want to do it. I hope somebody does it eventually. That'd be so much fun. Yeah, when he was a Blue Jacket. I don't know what his Corsi and all that was then. I would imagine it's pretty good. I would imagine it was pretty good. I generally don't like keep up on looking at the stats, but I find that my eye test usually pans out pretty good with Corsis and stuff like that. I can usually tell who's got the best possession rates and WAR and all of that stuff like that. Like I knew Manson before I ever looked at his numbers was going to be a beast in possession in Corsi because he just plays that type of game. And then you get guys like the Oilers defenseman there, Russell. Oh, watching that guy play. Oh, he's such a great shot blocker. Well, yeah, because he's always in his own friggin' end. Like, he better be a good shot blocker. He's a good 5'6" guy. If you play him in the 5'6" spot, he can get it out of the zone a lot better and stuff like that. But if you play him high in your lineup, you're just constantly blocking shots all game. No, I didn't check it yet. I should. I heard their names before, though. I just didn't click in my head. How old's Bedard now? He's 16, so he should be playing in junior now, right? Or is he 15? You said 23. Is he 15 now? 15 now. So he's playing major. He's not playing junior yet. He's playing junior next year. Vegas is starting to shut it down a little bit now too. They're starting to learn how to play both sides of the. They're starting to be able to play a shutdown game, not just one way. But like I said, Vancouver's defense looks tired. I don't know if I'd throw another fin on there for Vancouver to come back in this one, but they shouldn't be tired because they had 2 days off, but probably pretty beat up. Yeah, you got special status, special player status. So he's in the WHL now. I don't know why I haven't been paying attention about this or haven't heard more about it. In the VHL, yeah. So like they're the next. I could look it up right now, couldn't I? How many Connors now? Connor's like the name of the decade, right? My girlfriend dated like 2 Connors. One of them is going to be one hell of a hockey coach. I bet she coaches in the NHL. Next Crosby Ovi. Well, let's watch them, everybody. Can you see that? Or is the lights going to screw it up? This is Connor Bedard, 15-year-old kid. Oh, yeah. Where's he from? Oh, does he ever look fast? Holy shit. Scoring from everywhere. With ease. Top end corner. Oh, that's pretty sick. Woo! Connor Bedard, 15-year-old kid. He's crushing everyone. Look at the speed. Look at the wheels on that kid. Holy shit. It's like he's gone. You don't have a chance, my friend. Don't even have a chance. It's not even fun. It's not even fun for the other players here. Backhand, top end, corner.
Onto the stick of Bedard. Bedard.
Couple seconds left. We'll watch it all. That backhand is insane. Check out the backhand of that guy. Yeah. The talent.
You Purex with Clorox 2 fight stains and is
The talent in this friggin' team is insane. All right, coming up in this league is amazing. I'll check out the other Russian kid here in a second too. Put him up there. Vegas looks like they're kind of playing a shutdown game now, but they're still keeping the. They fired you on the team you built. Wow. I'll tell you, I have never played that Hockey Manager GM because I would get addicted to it. I hope my intention is I make enough money that I can just do that shit. Right wing, left-handed shot. Oh, so he's like the opposite of Ovi. Is he like a? I don't. Every time I look up, Vegas is in Vancouver zone. It's I wouldn't want to see the possession numbers of this game right now. Oh, Vancouver finally got the puck and bring it back out again. Yeah. A way more aggressive Datsuk. Well, it's hard to say how aggressive Datsuk is because he played in the clutch and grab era, and he was still over a point a game player. But yeah, it's so deep. Like the hockey is at its best place it's ever been. You got kids coming from everywhere now, and we're just getting so much talent in this league. The next 10 years of hockey, I think it's gonna boom, boom. We're getting so much talent. It's crazy. You got, I mean, we just went through an expansion, and Alex Tuck is playing on a third line at Vegas. Like, that's crazy. Alex Tuck is a friggin' like they're a very deep team, but they're a very deep team. But there's a lot of teams with that kind of depth. Like, okay, he hasn't played junior. He's going to play for the Regina Pats next year. Maybe I'll take a drive down there and go see him. It would be a fair trek, but Regina, Saskatchewan. West Fan Academy. He got 43 goals and 41 points in 36 games. That's pretty great. Yeah, he looks like a gooder, all right. So let's look at Mitchkov now. Matvei Michkov. We won't watch all of this because it's long, but we'll take a look.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Justin, and this is Valley Hockey Talk.
What's going on? I won't go sideways. Excuse me. Yeah, second period. Score is Vegas 2, Vancouver nothing. Vegas has been outplaying Vancouver pretty much the whole game. Like this second period, Vegas has been in the offensive zone most of the time. What a move that was. Vegas is just too big, too strong for their defense. Just simple as that. They're playing with shitloads of confidence. 8 minutes left, yeah. Now it's 7 minutes left. Ooh. Vancouver still gets their shots through, though. Like, they're getting outplayed, but they've got that kind of a team that can get outplayed and still win because they've got so many shooters, especially Pedersen and Besser's been playing one of the best games I've seen him play in the series, but I think we're accurate there. I think he's hurting. He's injured. Anyways, that wasn't a very good one.
Disrupt that pass. Play is stopped at the line.
Here comes someone on the Vancouver bench there as he chipped it up. A nice drive by Carlson here. And Patterson's all over. Does enough just to impede it, but not taking penalties.
Yeah, let's see if we can.
And a good shot still gotten away by Carlson. Nice save.
We'll look at Michkov now.
That drive to carry a big guy that can skate the puck one hand, and he puts this to hold the defense that's up with the play. Has a great chance on the short side.
If you can see it. There we go. This kid's 15 years old. He's playing in the VHL, which is a pretty impressive league. It's going to be a 2023 draft eligible player. You said he's a righty? He's a right winger that plays left-handed? No, that looks like he's a right-hander. He's a right-hander that plays left wing. Or no. Left-handed. That looks like he shoots right. Let me see that again. That guy shoots right.
Leonard's got 70 of 74 in this series so far.
He's shooting right. Is that who it is? That guy's right-handed. That guy's right-handed. They're all right-handed. No, he's right-handed, dude. That was all from the World Junior Championships. Anyways, 5 minutes left. Vegas is. It's kind of odd. This is almost like not the game you're expecting from Vegas. Not a game you're expecting from these two teams. It's not really like back and forth, very high speed. It's actually a pretty slow game. Yeah, Vancouver's slowing in the neutral zone. They got them right off their game. Like, they are not playing their game at all right now. No, their right hand is down and their left hand is up. That's right-handed. We'll look at it again. Oh, that's freaking. Okay, yeah, he is left-handed. He's left-handed in that picture. So what the hell was that? Yeah, he's definitely left-handed. What the fuck was I talking about? No, he's definitely left-handed. I'm watching more here. He did the old scoop play. Okay, that dude's right-handed. What the fuck? It's just because I'm looking at it from the mirror. It's because I'm looking at it from reverse. I never noticed that before. Get out of here. Okay, his right hand is forward, but his left. It's because I'm looking at it through the freaking screen. It literally looks like he's right-handed. Fuck. That's hilarious. Yeah, he's definitely left-handed. It's because of the way I was looking at the computer. It literally makes it look like he's right-handed, like completely, totally. That's fucked up. Hey, 3D. How you doing, buddy? Did you come to salt my wounds after I salted yours. Watching my pathetic Philadelphia Flyers be pathetic. Oh, shit. Vancouver gets a penalty now. Nah. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the numbers on the jersey. I never tried doing that before, so it just didn't click in my little brain that to switch the hands. You want Flyers to win? Yeah. Here, I'm going to give you something, buddy. You can call me. We're doing a live show. Well, we're doing a live show anyways, but call in. You can call in if you want. Because Joe Boric already called in and went on a good old Philadelphia Flyer fan rant about the game right in the middle of my live. I was like, that's a hell of an idea. Bedard sort of looks like Barzal, but he's got like speed like that. But it's hard to tell what the competition he's playing against. Yeah, there's a lot of like next year is a good draft too. It's everything is a good draft now. Like there's so many kids coming up. It's like every draft is deep almost. There's so many good kids coming up now. One minute 22 left, and Vancouver's not putting up much of a fight here. Yeah, A2. Yeah, I've heard all of this. Am I tired? Yeah, I'm off, I guess. Not really. I look tired to you, Jacob, the Steelers fan. Welcome to the land, by the way. Welcome. We were just talking. We were just showing like 15-year-old superstar players that are coming up for the 2023 draft. Bedard and what was the other guy? Mishka? Something like that. I think you're right. I might be I'm going to go grab myself a little bit of a coffee. Be right back. Don't you leave. Somebody just left as soon as I said that. I'm watching you. Just make sure. Mitchkoff, yeah. Lauren, you just make sure everybody stays in line here. Okay? Nobody goes off the handle. Tell me all about it. You listen to Lauren or there'll be spankings when I get back. I'll tell you that right now.
This intermission brought to you by Huawei P40 Series 5G, world's best smartphone camera.
Say is absolutely wild.
News, scores, stats, and highlights. If it's hockey, it's here. The official app of the NHL.
It's 2020. You never know when you're going to see something. The playoffs will be a roller coaster of emotions and how quickly the momentum can change. On along the ice. What did you see now?
And everything that he could just to get a piece of that.
It's a daily double.
Is this shit crazy?
Boston Pizza stepping it up for the Stanley Cup playoffs. That means new menu items, great deals on beer, figuring out how Andy's face lettuce grew so fast. Because it was Pizza Buzz last week. Hot drops and patios. Stanley Cup playoffs at Boston Pizza.
Alberta is picking up momentum, and Albertans have questions. What's the best way to protect my retirement savings? Will I still be approved for my mortgage? How can I keep investing in my kids' education? What can I do to support my community? ATP was built to tackle questions like these. ATP was built to help Albertans. Visit ATP.com.
Two teams that sweep their way to the second round. Live from much anticipated playoff showdown at Celtics, Raptors, Game 2.
Oh, lost one person. Hey, how you doing? The score's 2-0. They're into intermission now. Yes, they are into intermission now. So it looks like Vancouver's out. Yeah, like sort of like Philadelphia against the Islanders. Yeah, I would say so. Problem is, that's the problem is Vancouver needs more defensemen that can do that sort of thing.
If you have questions about your money's big or small, book a check-in with an RBC advisor today.
Yeah, I agree with you, but they need more defensemen that can do that sort of thing. I haven't even noticed Eller this whole game. Has Eller even been playing? Is he hurt too now? Because that would definitely be like devastating for them. So what does Vancouver do if they don't win this series? What do you figure they do? Like, how do you think there's any way they could get rid of that Eriksson contract somewhere? I don't know how they would possibly do it. It doesn't seem like it's possible. If the Eriksson Luongo contracts are just crushing this team right now. If they could go out and get I have a feeling they're going to make sort of a mistake, but it might work out okay for them and sign Barry. I just have that feeling. Yeah. 2023, like just shackled with those contracts till 2023. And as far as Eriksson, it's I guess it's like almost buyoutable, like not even able to buy it out. You don't hardly get any cap relief because of the way it was structured. So it's just a horrible, horrible contract. It's killing them. Kill them. Don't. It would be absolutely horrible. It would be just a shame that Peterson, this lineup, these young players are not going to do it. Yeah, I think he'll go on the injured reserve. I think his career might be over already. How many years is that, too? How many years is that Furlan contract? Four or 5 years or something like that? Like, I'll look it up here. So you got the Furlan contract, Erickson contract, and the Myers contract. Well, Myers, even the Myers contract was a little suspicious to me, but 2024. But how much he's been injured, he just could be done. Put him on long-term injury. At least he doesn't work on the cap during the season, so you can do something. The best thing that could happen to them is Erickson gets injured. That would be like the best thing that could happen to them. Hate to say it, but he's an absolute anchor for this team. They're the fifth. So I think we were looking at this yesterday, though, weren't we? No, maybe not. They've got only $4.5 million cap space, and they have to sign. They're going to have to let Tanev go. They won't be able to keep him. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do here. They got to hope Furlan goes on long term, because they are strapped. They're strapped. Pedersen, Horvat. I mean, Besser's great, but it looks like he might be injured. Toffoli, yeah, and Markstrom, and they got to sign Markstrom, so they might end up not being able to sign Markstrom because of this, because of Erickson and Pearlo. I don't know. It's really bad. You got to sign Markstrom, right? And then I don't know. You're going to have to make up room for Markstrom, and you're back with the same defense you had this year. Even less, because you don't sign Tanev, and there's not much in the pipeline coming up. So yeah, it's tough. Hey, Evan! What the fuck? Hey, he's been having a few. It's Saturday night. If you don't know, it's yeah. He's hammered, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh, come on, E. You know your blitz, dude. How you doing, buddy? Which teams are gonna have fire sales the soonest? Oh, okay. All righty. Wouldn't surprise me, actually. How's it going, buddy? Tampa looked pretty damn good, and Boston did not look good at all. They made me some money today. Well, if Vegas wins this game, I'm up a little bit today. At least patrons are, anyways. I think that series is pretty much over. Halak, glove hand, top glove hand. Yeah, I didn't think Stamkos was going to make much of a difference, to tell you the honest truth. They played without him for so long now that it's not really a thing anymore. So, good question? Good question. The question here that Land Darkin is saying is, oh yeah. I mean, you're really grasping at straws if you don't disagree with that 5-minute major. That was crazy late, basically from behind and the guy in blind. It's a 5-minute major, so like, shut up. Well, that's not true. Coaches admit their players do dirty shit, but that one was like, that one you could not admit it. But a good question. Okay, so which teams are going to do a fire sale? Probably Pittsburgh. Then maybe Minnesota, which isn't really a fire sale necessarily, but yeah. Did Minnesota give Zuccarello a no movement clause? That was a crazy signing, Zuccarello. I love the guy, but yeah, Zuccarello's got a no movement clause, so I think they'd like to do a fire sale, but they don't really have anybody to fire sale with. So I'd like to say Minnesota, but they don't really have anybody to fire sale with. Yeah, I don't think Fiala would be in that fire sale. That's the thing. And they don't have really veteran players to trade, so it's not really a fire sale. Pittsburgh. Yeah, Evan. People. Just like that. Boom. Bye-bye. Don't want to talk to you no more. I don't know if it's related, but well, when they do a fire sale, they may keep Crosby if he wants to stay. But I mean, that's not a fire sale unless you trade at least those guys. And I don't even know if you can trade Letang's contract. Probably, if you did it now. Like, that's what they should be doing, probably. Getting Kapanen to run for a cup, I don't think is maybe the best thing to do. But
jobs now while investing in the industries of the future. At the same time, they're supporting families and helping employees.
Who are you going for tomorrow, Evan?
There's a strong future.
Oh, you're going to go for Colorado because you love Colorado. I'm going to go there sometime. You're going to take Colorado, right, Ev? If you're still there, you're still there. Were you one of the people that left, just came in, left fast, and took off on me? I think if you can't keep all those guys and it be a fire sale. They're going to have to get rid of 2 of them for sure. Another team, there would be a fire sale. You got Avs winning the cup? All right, 8. So do I. Well, I did, but I'm now not so sure that Vegas won't take them. Yeah, that's going to be a tough series against Vegas. They are looking super strong. Yeah, I said it about halfway through the year. I picked Colorado too. I'm counting Dallas out, and I'll probably eat my words on that, but I honestly don't think Dallas is gonna stay. I honestly don't think that Dallas is gonna stay that good for that long. I could be wrong, but I don't even think they're gonna get by the Avs. I think the Avs are gonna come back and win it. Yeah, Boston always has fight in them, but I think you're right. I think she's over. If they would have had Rask, that's what Boston fans are just going to hold their hands and say, if we would have had Rask, we would have won the series. If we would have had Rask, we would have won the series. Yeah, I don't know. Boston could take one here. I probably wouldn't bet that game because Boston's a pretty proud team. They're going to be coming hard, and it's always harder to put teams away. So, yeah, they do have a point. Rask would have been. They would have had a much better chance with Rask, but Tampa just simply is a deeper team all the way around. At forward, anyways, and maybe at defense as well. I mean, they did it without McDonough, though. I mean, they didn't have McDonough, so there's that. But I still had Tampa Bay winning that series, even if they had Rask. Yeah, but those acquisitions of Goudreau, Coleman, Maroon. Yeah, those have been, and Cirelli being ready this year. That just added a balance to that team. That was a great acquisition. Great acquisition. I think they're going to probably trade Killorn if they can find a way to do it with his no movement clause and keep Coleman. Yeah, I know. My heart's fun. You know that. My heart's Philly too. But I'll tell you, the way they played those playoffs, I can't see it. Today was just very disappointing to watch. I thought they played 2 good periods last game, and I thought they would come back and play like that, but it was pretty bad. They're lucky to get by Montreal, and if they keep on playing like they have been, the Islanders are going to win the series fairly easy. Oh my gosh, Vancouver gets a too many man penalty right in the first 2 minutes of the period. Not a good thing. Like Philadelphia got a penalty like the first 2 minutes too. When they were 2-1, like that's just so hard to go into a third period and you're on the PK already. Yeah, they got more physical for sure. Goudreau has been fantastic for them. And like you said, Coleman. Yeah, Colby chimes in now. Pacioretty's not on the bench for Vegas. That hurts. You wouldn't want to be without Pacioretty. That's the thing about the playoffs, right? Like one injury like that can turn things around in a heartbeat. They probably have the depth to not. Oh, what the? That's hurt. He's hurt. Riley Smith just got absolutely smoked. Holy crap. Is he okay? That was insane. Did you guys see that? Wait till we see that again. Just imagine that, just like that, we're talking about Vegas being cup contenders and they lose Riley Smith and Pacioretty in like 5 minutes. All of a sudden, now you're wondering. But then they score. Yeah, that was and then Stone comes in and says, yeah, we'll have none of this. We will have none of this now. Top hand corner. Ping. Ping. Over. Top hand corner. Over. Stone. Stone is a freaking man. They got to show that hit, though. I know they saw the goal, but they got to show that hit too, right? That was a crazy hit. What the heck? Oh, he wanted to fight, and the guy turned it down, so he cross-checked him. Undisciplined play. Oh, Smith got a freaking assist on that play after taking that hit. Wow. Now they're on another power play. Is it a power play? So it wasn't a power play? What the heck? What happened there? Yeah, so did I. You just got a stern talking to. You just got a stern talking to, I guess. Thought he was getting a power play. I thought he got a penalty for that shit. Or he just stopped and gave him a spanking and said, you don't do that again, my friend. Ooh. Oh, offsetting penalties. Oh, okay.
This is where the Canucks have created a lot of their opportunities, winning battles like this in time for the net. And put little stop.
Because they know it's about to get ugly. Yeah, they do look so defeated. They look defeated the whole game, actually. I should have said more pearls on this game, but I didn't tell them what to play. I didn't put down what to play on Patreon. I just said Vegas ML. That was it. I was pretty confident they were going to win this game, though. But I was pretty confident Philly was going to win the game too. So Yeah, Lehner played probably. Kelly Rudy said it that Lehner played the best game of the series so far. He looked really good. Like he looked when Lehner's looking like that, he is fair. He's a next to impossible to beat. It's weird. We got guys coming in and out, in and out, in and out. I'll put it up here again. There you go. It's call in, Joe. 780-690-1995. Call in. Well, I don't know. Like when he's a great goaltender. Oh, Stone just about caught her shorty. Ended it like no chance whatsoever. But yeah, you're right. Vancouver looks very defeated. I think he stands on his head more than he plays average. Chicago, he was pretty fantastic. Even then, he's still above average, though. Very much above average. He's going to be a Vegas goaltender for a long time, I think. Probably going to give him like a 6-year, $42 million contract or something like that. I would think. And then trade Fleury for a pick or something like that. Because they could use some young players in their lineup. That's the thing. Vegas is good now, but there's going to be a time, the way they're built, that they're likely going to have to – it's going to hurt. Especially if Glass doesn't come back from his injury. He's been injured quite a bit already. He might end up being an injury bust. Yeah. I don't know if you could put it all on Lehner, though. The Canes played fantastic. The Islanders were pretty young. We're like a year younger. They have a lot of young players. So I'm not sure you could put it all on Lehner. I think they were strongly considering signing Lehner, keeping Lehner. Stone is a monster. My favorite forward in the league, I think, is Stone. My favorite player is Marc-Andre Fleury, but they were a year younger. I think they had a really difficult time not giving Lehner the money, but with that Sorokin kid coming in, they thought best to have a Rush in there. That's the reason why they went with Ovechkin. My favorite is Ovechkin. And good on you. I love Ovechkin too. Yeah. Evan is he is a Capitals fan if you haven't figured that out yet. Yeah, Datsuk was the dream, man. If he would have played in a different era, like if he would have played in an era now, he would have been much more like he wasn't that far from Crosby, really. He was an incredible player. Nathan McKinnon. It's a great one to love. I mean, McDavid, of course. That goes without saying. Superstars like McDavid are I wish I got to watch Prime. What? Yeah. Nice. Nice. You're not getting Kevin Fiala. I doubt that very, very much. My battery is running low. Thought I had it plugged in. Non-Kane is Kevin Fiala. I thought you were being funny saying that Kevin Fiala is going to become a Kane. Yeah, I think Kevin Fiala like he could save that franchise from having to do a complete rebuild, especially since they can't do a rebuild because most of their players are. They almost traded Parise to the Islanders, though, right? It was close. His film is sick. Datsuk? Yeah. Datsuk's film is like his highlight reel. He was so smooth, man. He'd strip off pucks off people's stick like they didn't even know it happened. Like literally. He would just he would go up behind somebody, catch up to somebody, take the puck from them, and they'd still be skating and they didn't even know what happened. He was incredible, man. Barry Sanders on skates, yeah. Vasilevsky, yeah. Fleury's my favorite goalie. For sure. My favorite goalie to watch, probably Carter Hart. Yeah, Vasilevsky is amazing too. Check out Marc-Andre Fleury's highlight reels. Like, it's ridiculous. Even just last year's alone. Yeah, I mean, he's got to have every year he's got he's in the top 5 of greatest plays of the year. Marc-Andre Fleury. That one where he dives across like a soccer player and scoops it out of the freaking air is. Yeah, there's guys that are different, like Vasilevsky, right, and Marc-Andre Fleury. Yeah. Then there was Dominic Hasek, but Ilya Bryzgalov, just because he was such a nut job. When he was in Anaheim, he was amazing. Then he went to Minnesota, and I don't know what happened, man. And then he went to Philadelphia, and that was just terrible. Yeah, Biron used to be a pretty erratic goaltender. You're right. You wish you got to see Hasek? Yeah, check out his highlight reels. Check out Hasek's highlight reels. It's just mind-boggling the shit that he did. Why do you have to be mad? Who are you asking that? Oh, your favorite goalie personality is usually Brzgalov. Yeah, absolutely. Brzgalov was wicked that way. I thought you were talking about as an actual goaltender, but his personality was awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you have to be mad? It's only a game. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's why it didn't click in my head. He did say that. Why do you have to be mad? It's only a game. Yeah, he was accused. He was crazy. You gotta love him though. Hi, Yoshis. I was wondering when you'd slip. I'd wondering when you'd slip in here and say hi. I am doing absolutely fantastic, Yoshis. How about you? Yeah, I should pull up Brizgalov quotes. He said some pretty funny shit. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do Dominic Hasek like we just did for all those guys?
Fashion and more into your career. Register now for the fall quarter at thesoundcollegevancouver.com.
Diesel-X Gold, engineered for more power, more efficiency, more protection. Precision blended for ultimate performance, taking you further. Get the most from your diesel fuel. Diesel-X Gold, DFA's premium diesel. Have you been injured in a car accident? The lawyers at James H. Brown and Associates can help you.
Okay, this is the short one. Dominator. Stupid. That's Yarmer Yager. There you go, Yoshis. You can, yeah, there's hockey. Vancouver's playing Vegas and getting their ass kicked. So we're watching Dominic Hasek make like his crazy. Yeah, they got to play their hearts out in the third here for sure. The Dominic Hasek flop. Yeah, I'll just stick my leg up here and kick it. No, I haven't. Greatest of all time, yes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Yeah, it was almost like he knew that they weren't going to go upstairs. He didn't always flop. Like he just seemed to know you were going to go low. He just seemed to know. Like he had some sort of Zen shit going on. He just knew for some reason that you were going to go low. I don't know. Something about your body, the body movements or something like that. And he would just know. He wasn't as good, but Baron did do that. Yeah. Baron was a poor man's Hasek. A very poor man's Hasek. There's Dominic Hasek coming out and to the blue line. He did that all the time. Look at how many times he does that. He just comes out and just takes the guy right out. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Probably, yeah. This is going to hurt you a lot more. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. He goes on his back. Does pirouettes and shit. Oh my God. Apparently, when he was young, he would go to school and he would tell people to throw things, just take balls and throw things at him against the wall. And he would just try to stop it constantly, all the time. Like, that's what he did all the time. Look at the. Not a very good screen, actually. Kind of hard to see. It's almost over, anyways. But, anyways, that was fun. 5:41 left in the third. What are we going to talk about now? We can't talk about the game. It's pretty much over. They played on this. Biron, yeah, that's right. Biron and Hasek did play on the same team for a few years. Never thought about that. It is and it isn't. I don't know. It's going to be interesting because there isn't really much out there. And a lot of teams, we got to remember, like, if they take a player, they're also going to be getting rid of a player because they're going to add another player that they're going to have to lose in expansion. So I hope it's only 1 month. Is it? That would be great. I'd be happy with that. I think it's after December, though. I don't think they've actually came out and said when the regular season's going to start again. You always got me looking on my phone there, Lauren.
You can collect all 6 while supplies last. Oh, baby. Well, Vegas got a quick start tonight, and they have been able to smother the Canuck attack. Over the 3 goals, Tuck got it started at 4:05. The 23 Ledger, Zach Whitehead, made it 2-0, and Mark Stone on a power play goal here in the third.
Yeah, December 1st, you're right. That's sweet. No, I don't know. It's good. It's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, December 1st, so it's only a month off. And then I can get into real capping. Can't wait. I love regular season handicapping. It's the best. So much easier. Although this is going to be weird because it's almost like the Detroits and LAs and stuff are going to have an advantage because they're going to be more rested, right? Yeah.
Here's Watt trying to get a backhand through. Theodore with a stick to play it to the side of the net.
Yeah, but man, those guys are going to be tired.
Come back from 3 goals down, some dramatic points.
And people with injuries now are going to not be able to start the season.
Vegas is
Training camps are going to be, it's all melding into one.
up ahead Roussel. Roussel trying to try to jab Brennan. Serving a 10-minute misconduct. To the line for Tannen. Tannen shooting it.
Vancouver's still playing gutsy in the third, I have to say.
Up down by Hughes. High in the air, and it does come up. Besser plays it first, and now it's got net.
That was a good example right there, Roussel, and how aggressive you have to get in the forecheck and turn pucks over. It's a good job by him. Fights through 2 checks, gets to that puck.
Yeah, I think they'll have a preseason for sure.
He's the one that created that turnover. It spends a little time.
Full preseason for 82 game schedule, everything. That's what they're going to go back on.
White cloud on the wing, but he's hit some trouble. Back in his own zone.
And that's starting late, right? So,
And it's Stevenson with a shot.
because what it would normally the season would start in October. So December, a month late. And then they'll try to cram in games. It's still going to be a tough season to cap because everybody's going to be tired. Going to be back-to-backs all over the freaking place. But, oh well, at least it's a season. That's the main thing.
$1,000 grand prize or a $1,000 daily prize if you can predict what will happen
No,
next.
they're doing full 82.
Contest to answer questions right now.
Full 82. They're not taking any more losses. They want all those games back.
Shot by Zach Whitecloud here, as you mentioned. Quinn Hughes tries to put it through in the last second, gets in that shooting lane, takes it right off the laces. That one's fun.
Yeah, full 82. I think what they should do from now on, actually, is do a 72 game season and do the play-in round every year. That's what they should do. You still there, E? Who do I still got with me?
On the whistle finish by Roussel, who gets right back into the mix after that 10-minute misconduct. And Robin Leonard, as you mentioned, is having night. He's played well for the Vancouver Canucks throughout his career, and here tonight, he's been battling throughout this one. Right from the get-go, the Canucks had some real good opportunities on the power play. They threw pucks out and
And stay in the divisions. What do you mean? Like only play in division hockey?
to get that rebound. He's been called upon to make saves. He's been able to make them and more.
We really need
What do you mean by that, Colby?
teams win games when they don't score in a 5-on-3.
4 to 5 game preseason and stay in the divisions during the preseason, you mean?
Leonard particularly good on that.
Yeah, I guess. In the preseason. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's still going to be no fans, right? Probably by then. It's so weird. And then now you're going to be traveling a month from now, in December. They're not going to have the bubble anymore and all that shit. I don't know about you, but COVID is still increasing here in Alberta. I don't know what you do for round robin. Can't imagine many fans do what. Yeah, the round robin, that's the thing. Round robin would be unnecessary. So what are you gonna do with those teams while you're doing the play-in round? That's why it kind of doesn't work. You'd have to do something maybe even more original than that. I don't know. One thing you could do is you could have. No, I don't know. Can't imagine many fans do what, Colby?
Shot pass into the middle was kicked out by Leonard. Stay on the bench here with an offensive zone face-off to the right of Leonard.
Orban on the draw. There's the next come up with it. Across it goes. It bounced off Orban right back into the glove of Leonard.
They pulled their goaltender. Vancouver still pulled their goaltender, trying to score 3 in a minute. Yeah, they look totally defeated.
Canucks hit 30 shots on goal, so first time since the round robin, Vegas has surrendered that. But that's all they've surrendered. Face off back to Hughes. Big wide. And that shot takes the post. Right back to the shooter for Taylor. Kicked in momentarily by Edler. Now it's up to Tuck spins it wide. And another racing call against.
Oh yeah. No, the fans don't care.
Walks in and just picks the spot and tries to beat Leonard. Good job by him to use the screen. Goes up high. Maybe a little tick by Bott in front there.
Yeah.
He had to stick right there. Almost.
We get about half the stadium full here in Edmonton for preseason games, though.
Orban 15-12 tonight on the draw. And he wins another. Hughes to Messer. Final minutes of the third period. Peterson in.
Yeah, I never. What?
Back to the point.
Arizona moves to where again?
Passes the ball and they give it up to center ice.
Seattle is with Vancouver, obviously, and Edmonton and all that.
Messer back in. Down with Orban. Right behind him. Three-man scrum with the clock ticking away. Get closer to the side of the net. Comes back to Edler. Fires right on. Hughes to Peterson and now for Miller. But McNabb is there. Alex Texan will work it free.
Yeah, they'll be in the Pacific.
Final 10 seconds. And Robin Leonard's going to do it again. 32 saves. And Leonard has played the Vancouver Canucks for the second time in this series.
They needed him early, no question about that. 3 power plays in a row for the Vancouver Canucks in the first period. Robin Leonard
So
with some huge saves to allow his team to stabilize and take the lead themselves. Big performance by him tonight.
Took away Cloud and Storm, the goal scorers. Robin Leonard perfect on 32 shots. And Vegas has a 2-1 series lead.
well, they're going to get crushed.
Tomorrow.
Arizona's going to move to the Blues, Avalanche, Stars, Jets, and Predators. Like, why don't you just get rid of that team altogether, pretty much? Yeah, great chatting with you too, Lauren. Glad to have you. I'll probably head out here soon too myself. Arizona's going to get crushed, Colby. My gosh, that's disgusting. They don't have a chance in that division. Like, not a chance. They are done.
It's already started. The world's back in drive. So if you're ready to get back on the road, we're ready to help. That's our people first promise. What's that?
Tagged them into a play-in round, yeah. It's not just the ticket cost; it would be it's the TV rights. Like television rights for those games are way more. Yeah, I know. They're done. That organization is finished. Like, forget about it. What do you need a team in Arizona now for when you got a team in Vegas, anyways? Move. They got to move. They got to move. The next team in the U.S., I think, is Kansas City. There has been talk about Portland, but I hate to say it, but it's over for Arizona. There's just nothing left there now. They don't have enough in their system. They have no superstars. Mm, well, I mean, in a different, people would take that team in a different. Bye. I didn't even know you were here, kid Jovan. Hello. Bye. Thanks for coming in. There's lots of people that would be happy to have that organization in a different city. I think Kansas City is the next stop for the United States. We don't need another team in Canada. We got enough teams in Canada. Well, thank you, Kid Jovan. Awesome. Thank you very much. No, Quebec. No, Quebec. Small market. I'm sorry. I know people don't like it, but small market gets crushed by Montreal. That's the reason why the Dallas. That's the reason why the Colorado owner left there. There's no. You can't get bigger. There's no way to build from in Quebec. There's no way to build your market. You got a certain market, and that's all you got. You fill 13, 14,000, and that's it.
Two regular season wins over the Canucks, two in the playoffs now. All four have been shutouts. How can we not?
They would support them, sure. We just don't need more fans in Canada. You're not getting. It's not growing the league to put a team in Quebec. It's not growing the league. It's not like Quebec. People from Quebec. We're going to get more NHL fans by putting a team in Quebec. We need more teams in the United States. That's the market that's going to put us over the top. That's the market that needs to grow. Canadian market doesn't need to grow anymore. I don't care. Honestly, I really don't like the idea that we say it's a Canadian game. It's not a Canadian game. It's a hockey. It's a game, and it's a wonderful game. It's for everybody, and I want it to grow and grow and grow. I like it to grow into Europe. Like, I love this game, and I want everybody to love it. And we don't need any more teams in Canada, I don't think. If you're going to put another team in Canada, I suppose after our market in the U.S. has grown to a point where we can compete with basketball and football and something like that, and I think we can, and I believe that should be our goal, then maybe, okay, we'll put a team in Toronto, like Hamilton or something like that. The Toronto market could, another team in Toronto you could do easy. That market could support two teams easy, just like New York or whatever. But right now, our focus should be on growing in the United States, and it didn't work in Arizona, but it did work in Vegas. So Arizona hopefully can grow through Vegas. Now let's look at Kansas City or something like that. Hopefully we can keep two teams in Florida, but I doubt we will. That was a tough. I think we did 2 teams in Florida because we knew one of them wasn't going to work, and we wanted to make sure that one of them would. So hopefully 2 teams in Florida will work. We need that market to get. Yeah. Vernon, how you doing? Vernon 85. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. It does all right. I would like to see the NHL. I like the NHL game. The European game to me is boring as hell. And no, I don't want big ice surface here in the NHL. No, no, no. Absolutely not. San Antonio? I don't. Yeah, the problem is I don't know Houston. I'm sure the Dallas Stars owner wouldn't like that idea too much. That's the problem, right? Is you have owners that are like, oh, they're not, I don't want to take my fan base away. But you're right. It probably could support a team there for sure. I think Kansas City is the next would be a good place. But Dallas could probably support it otherwise. Houston probably could. For sure. And those markets are what we need, the warm weather markets. As many of those as possible. If we're going to compete with basketball, right now we have a great opportunity to take baseball fans away because baseball is an absolute disaster. They are being run horribly and they're losing fans like crazy. So this is a good time to grab those fans that want like a fast-paced game like hockey. So are they down 40% now that there's no fans in this, or just period? Just ever since COVID or what? There is something, if there's one sport where the fans not being there really seems to play a part, it's NBA. The fans really do set an atmosphere there. It's different watching that game without fans. I didn't know they were down 40% though. Oh, that's crazy.
And with that, we welcome you in, Martin Guard and Eric Thomas with you. Powerful and important, and regardless of the final score, Martin, go to the Vancouver Canucks voicing their thoughts and their beliefs and prompting the NHL to take on.
That's right. It's been very encouraging, and it's
So where have you been, Vernon? Washington Capitals fan, right, Vernon? Did you meet E Money yet? He was on earlier. I mean, it's no different in hockey. I don't think the fans. I don't think the fans are down from that here. No, you played FanDuel. You keep on telling me about that. Yeah, but I was saying, Colby, I just think the NHL game is the best game in the world. And we could have a league in Europe and play like an international, like an actual NHL in Europe too. That would be cool. That would be very cool. However, they wouldn't be able to play each other until the playoffs or somehow. 1 year would be over there. So I don't know how that would work, but expand everywhere. But yeah, I do not want a big ice surface in NHL. Maybe wider, but not longer for sure. Yeah, that was a very, very bad move. I would like to know what the underlying reason for that was. They obviously thought that the Reardon was going to be like the second, like a great young coach, and they didn't want to lose him, thinking that maybe Trotz. The only thing that makes sense to me is it was because of money, because I know Trotz is making like $6 million or like the same as Babcock got in Toronto. But why? I mean, this is a billionaire owner. You've got the first or second, depending on who you ask, best coach of this generation. And you're not wanting to pay him market value? That's just ridiculous. Like, they didn't want to let Reardon go. They figured that Reardon was going to be a second coming of a great coach, and they could have had him for a very long time. He was younger. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. Yeah. Leonis. He doesn't seem cheap either. He's paid lots for his players. He always plays to the cap. Like he always has his. He's always capped out salary wise. Like I just don't get it. I just don't get it. The only thing I could maybe Barry Trotz wanted a different challenge in the island, anyways, and it was more Barry's idea. But yeah, he owns the Wizards too. Yeah, and we see how well that happened. Wizards haven't been relevant for quite some time, or have they ever? Have the Wizards ever been relevant? I think they're going to make another mistake and hire Laviolette too. I don't think that's the right guy there for sure. I wouldn't hire Laviolette. But Gallant would be the guy I would go with there probably. Yeah, well, I know that's like a long time ago. So I guess they were relevant then, yes. Gallant would seem to be, but Gallant's going to be having a lot of teams vying for him. But I think it would be a good move for Gallant to take on that kind of talent. Yeah, it'd be a good challenge too because it's an older team, bringing them back to a cup again. Yeah, I think it would be a good move by him, but I don't know what he would be thinking. Get a team in Mexico, yeah. Yes, absolutely. A team in Mexico. That would be freaking awesome. I love that idea. Go all the way to Panama. Why not? Yeah, and they just didn't look good at all ever under Reardon, really. Tijuana tequilas, yes. Yeah. Uh, Even that would still be a better name than the Ducks. Tijuana Cacti. Still be a better name than the Ducks. I don't think you can. There's not too many names you could make up that isn't better than Mexico City Hombres. Yeah. No, there's way too much talent on that team to be a first round exit. And after an owner gave Backstrom 8 million, whatever he did for as long as he did, uh, you know, that team, yeah. Then you could say like you lost Stanford to St. Louis. That was bad. Burakovsky to Colorado, which isn't horrible. It might not be that bad. He was pretty much one-dimensional player. Monterey Manorez, yeah. Hawaii. There we go. How about Hawaii? Alaska. I don't think Alaska could support a team though, could they? Freeport? The Freeport freeze your ass offs? Hawaii. The Honolulu. What? The San Juan Siestas. We're getting crazy now. I think I'm on the fade now. Guadalajara Luchadors. Luchadors. The Three Amigos. Remember that movie? Love that movie. That movie was freaking awesome. Hey, you. Look up here. Look up here. Look up here. I haven't even put anything in for our games tomorrow. What are the games tomorrow? Oh, there is afternoon. Shit, there's games all day. No, yeah. Vegas Golden Knights on a back-to-back for tomorrow. Okay, I don't think any of you are gonna real gamblers here. I think you can PL the shit out of that for like max units, 5 pearls. Islanders Flyers, who knows? I'm not betting that game. Probably Islanders after what I saw from Philadelphia today. Like I can't see them being super good after it being that pathetic on a back-to-back. And then the Avs versus the Stars. Yeah. Hate to say it now, but are the Isles getting they don't have the lines. The Isles aren't getting dog money, so you mean like PL, you think they're gonna win by more than 2? At least in reg, probably. The Flyers are that bad. There's no way I'm betting for the Flyers tomorrow, though. No fucking way. Nope. betting against my Flyers. I hate doing that because I hate watching a game where I'm betting against the team that I root for. Yeah, I think Colorado. I lean Colorado on that one. I don't know if I'd bet it, but I lean Colorado. Anyways, boys and girls, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. It's been awesome. Thanks, Colby. Vernon, sorry got in here late, but you have to come in earlier next time, Vernon. Enjoy more of the frolic here in Pearlo land. But that's my full 42, boys and girls. That's all I have to give today. I will see you in the afternoon, maybe. I don't know what. We'll see what the little lady wants to do tomorrow. See what the little lady wants to do tomorrow. If we'll catch that afternoon game, or I'll see. I'll be going live tomorrow sometime, though. So you tell all the kids, tell all the cool kids to come to my live tomorrow. Subscribe, get me up to 1,000 so I can start making a little bit of money doing this shit. Have a great day. Lots of love to ya.